Great job. It is wonderful to be back in Howard County today. Wonderful to be back in the greater Kokomo area and to be celebrating an accomplishment for this community, an accomplishment for this county, an accomplishment for all the people of Indiana. This road will mean jobs. And I'm here to say thanks. Thanks for your leadership. I'm grateful for the work of the Indiana Department of Transportation and our Deputy Commissioner who is here, Randy Hendrickson. It was mentioned that we brought this in under budget, but I'm also pleased to report we brought in the US 31 freeway corridor ahead of schedule and under budget and in time for the holidays. That's the way Hoosiers do it. I appreciate so very much the leadership of Mayor Greg Goodnight, the strong federal support of our partners in Washington, from our two senators, Senator Donnelly and Senator Coates, as well as Congressman Todd Rokita, who's with us today. I also want to thank the members of the Indiana General Assembly who are here, who I insisted be up on the stage with us, and not because it's warmer up here, but because we've got the best state legislature in America and they know the roads mean jobs. And I thank you all for your stalwart support of this project. And lastly, I think he's slipped away, but John Leatherman, as you could tell at the podium today, has been the greatest champion for expanding infrastructure and roads through northern Indiana. We could give John Leatherman another round of applause with the US 31 Coalition. John, thank you. Thanks for your relentless leadership in this effort. You know, it really is my pleasure to be here today for the grand opening and the dedication of the new US 31 freeway corridor. Open for traffic just in time for the holidays. This highway was previously scheduled to open at the end of 2015. And the project, I'm happy to report to taxpayers gathered here, is more than 40% below the planning estimate. You know, I believe when it comes to infrastructure, you do three things. You take care of what you got, you finish what you started, and you plan for the future. And the completion today of the new US 31 freeway is taking care of what we got in Indiana. Making sure that we continue to have not only the best people in the world, but we have the best roads in America. And it also is about finishing what you started. And I want to pledge to all of you that our administration will continue to work with our partners in the General Assembly, our partners in Washington, D.C., to make sure that on my watch, Indiana is going to have the best roads in America, and all roads are going to lead to the Hoosier State in this generation and the next. You know, this really is an extraordinary accomplishment. A corridor, 4-lane divided highway that begins just north of US 35, extends east of Kokomo 13 miles to just south of the Howard-Tippin County line. In addition to State Road 931 junctions on either end, this $155 million project includes 5 interchanges and a number of roads. This upgraded corridor will not only relieve congestion for the businesses and the commuters in Kokomo, but it will also cut 30 minutes off the time that it takes to travel from central or southern Indiana up to the northern parts of our state. The truth of the matter is that this road is not a bypass. This road is a freeway to opportunity for Kokomo and Howard County and all of northern Indiana. And let me just say, as Pastor Lee got up and he called this a chilly day. You know, in southern Indiana, we call this cold. But Kokomo's a tough town. Kokomo's a strong city. And that's evidenced today by the hardy Hoosiers that have turned out for this memorable dedication. You know, in just a few minutes, after I have a chance to greet as many of you as I can and wave through this armada of memorable vehicles, that I would hasten to remind the speed limits in Indiana apply to the moment this freeway is open. I'll be heading in to town. I'm going to go back by Cedar Crest. I'm going to run by the Tornado Relief Center at Bell and Poplar. And anybody looking on from anywhere else in the state that might marvel at this new freeway and marvel at a community that was able to marshal the resources and the will to attract this kind of vision and this kind of infrastructure need look no further than the way this community has responded in times of tragedy. I must tell you, it was a very, very hard day a week ago Sunday. But every day since, seeing the way people in this community and from all over Indiana have come alongside our neighbors and friends affected by these storms, I'm more convinced than ever that because of our people, because of the good, decent, hardworking, caring, resilient people of Indiana, and because of our belief and investment in the future, Indiana's best days are yet to come. So help us God. Thank you all very much. Thank you for being here. And congratulations, Kokomo and Howard County.